Hey y'all, welcome back to Just a Breezy Chat. We are on episode 2, season 3. And it has been a busy couple of weeks. I've been focusing a lot more on my true crime lounge. I took a bit of a hiatus last week though, because I really wanted to take a break from technology for a minute. I know y'all get it. We live in a world where technology is so important, but sometimes we get too hyper focused that sometimes we need a technology detox, even if it is for a day. But I don't know. So I do have a couple of things. I have started a new podcast. Yes, you're probably thinking, how many podcasts is this girl gonna start? She sucks at it in general, but come on now, right? Well, to add more to my sucky podcast, I started a new one, and my friend Gabby is a part-time co-host. She'll be starting her PhD program in the fall, so pray for her, wish her luck on this new adventure for her. I'm so happy for her. She's a force to be reckoned with. But she just recently was on our first episode that's now out. And you can go and check it out if you like, where we talked about the tortured Edgar Allan Poe. And anyway, but for any updates on my channel or podcast, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook. And with that being said, why don't we dive more into episode 2? After all, it's not the reason you clicked on this episode. Um, but yeah. So moving on back to my gap year. It was like so I did take that gap year, and I needed that gap year. I know they say if you take a gap year you'll never go back, but honestly here's the thing, I needed that gap year. I had that mentality I was gonna go back, but after being in school for like 14 straight years, I got held back, which is why that extra year was there. So judgment, and I got held back for missing too many grades before anybody starts to assume crap. Now, um, but it's like I had this plan before I graduated high school and we all know life never goes as we plan. Name one time life will go as you plan. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I started Wallace that fall in August of 2016, and honestly, I was still not talking to anybody. Like, for y'all to know, I'm an introvert, and yeah. But yeah, so that's when I started dyeing my hair too, really crazy. You know, if you're a redhead, that you're not supposed to dye your hair because once you do, it's impossible to change it back. But like, I also really started to use social media too as a chance to escape everything going on in my life. And drama started to ensue, and I'm like, I'm so like, I don't do drama, guys, but drama was around me and I was used to it, but I hate it was my whole life growing up. Drama, chaos, instability, and I'm like, but I don't do drama. I'm like, now I almost like I stay away from drama all I can if I can help it. I just like I'm not a drama kind of person. But yeah, I started using social media to escape, and yeah, I think this was 2016, so this is like when Facebook and like Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram was slowly starting to become more popular, so let's keep that in mind. But I was also 2020 and I still had some SA continuing that I didn't tell anybody and I felt like nobody knew or nobody would understand. And that's one of the things like when you cope, it's hard because you don't feel like people will understand exactly what you're going through in this life. But yeah, that is it for this episode. I know it's a short one. But I promise you, next episode, I will go into my story at Wallace State, and I loved Wallace. So, yeah, I'm finally getting my permit, after 7 times. I'm t- Even though my theory is that last test they gave me was a PD test.